Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. One more deep full inhale here. And exhale it out. Let's relax into our physical body. When we have things happening in us, around us, through us, we have a tendency at times to kind of pop out of our bodies because we don't want to go in. Oh, it's painful. I have a headache. I have a stuffy nose, or I have a cough. Okay, so let's go into our bodies fully now and command and demand in love and appreciation that our soul is fully anchored into our heart, that we are fully grounded through our bodies into the fifth dimensional earth now, and that our I am presence is fully enveloping us and going in through every single cell in our body. Wow. Today, we're talking about spiritual awakening. To call upon all of our guides, teachers, angels, masters, our ascended masters, our guardian angel. Give us a beautiful hug. Hold us. Let us release any stress hormones, any pain, any issues that are making our night or day a little more challenging. Anything that's dragging us back, can we please release that in awareness? Calling in the Reiki, place yourself in a beautiful golden sphere of light. And allow this golden sphere to be like a slow and subtle Merkaba, moving your energy, your life force up and through all of your organs and all of your systems, your muscular, your skeletal, the reproductive organs, the elimination organs, the nervous system, the pancreatic area, the endocrine system, and all of the fluid systems in your body, including your glorious blood, moving through all of the organs, the kidneys and the adrenals, the stomach area, into the kidneys and the liver, into your lungs and heart, all your glandular system, through your throat and thyroid systems, and your groin, through your brain and the brain stem, and all the different sides of your brain. And we command and demand in love and appreciation that we're balancing now the right and the left brain hemisphere, the sacred and divine masculine with the sacred and divine feminine, combining them for balance now. Opening and aligning all the chakras as the Reiki flows through you, clearing out, moving in this Merkaba field, this field of a thoracic toric field that moves and uplifts and allows the prana, that yogic sensorium, to flow in you, on you, through you, and about you now. Today we're looking at ascension symptoms, spiritual awakening, deepening, absorption, And we want to remind ourselves that every single soul perceives the reality differently. We see things differently, we feel things differently. We have the physical eye that we see through. We have individual biological makeup. And then we have our brain that interprets what we're seeing. We even see colors in a different tone. And it depends. Some days the colors are more popping. Some days the colors are more sparkling. Some days the colors aren't as sharp as others, depending on what? Depending on the subjective of the personality, of the mode, of the energy level, of the spiritual flow that lays on us, through us, and around us. Perception then is subjective. Each soul has a different perspective on things at different times of our lives. We are a different person today than we were yesterday, and certainly several decades ago. We might have a greater eyesight now or not. It doesn't matter. We might have a better hearing or not. It doesn't matter. Remember, we see about 1% of the electromagnetic field that is around us. We hear less than 1% of the acoustic spectrum. Remember, those who can hear a little more sometimes feel wonderful about it, but it can also be overwhelming. So can we can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, great. It was my phone. My mom was calling. So I had to turn it off. Okay, so what we're saying, can we trust in our own senses today with sensibility? Can we be sensible and rely on our own sensibility, the senses that might be a little more expanded than they have been? Doesn't sensibility come with wisdom and experience? Well, in order to be sensible, we have to summarize where we are today. We're summarizing our sensibility today. And you can see this, that sometimes we were able to release old traumas and reactions and responses and be able to hold space for ourselves and let that awareness bring wisdom by holding ourselves in sensibility, holding ourselves in a deeper knowing, an aspect of ourselves that, oh yeah, I used to be upset when this and this happened. And you can certainly notice it if you see old friends or family that might, you don't see them often, but they may be on the same track. No judgment, because everybody sees everything in their own unique way. Now that we are aware and being reminded and remembering this, then how can we then hold ourselves in this sensible way where we allow others to do their thing, and then we now can hold ourselves in this higher light of wisdom and understanding that has been earned by us stopping, holding space, contemplating, and doing these meditations. When we are peaceful and in harmony, when we ask our guides, teachers, and angels, masters to uplift the flow in our body, when we go for a walk, when we lift our hertz frequency up, when we take a yoga class, meditation, exercise of breathing, or just stretch or tap, then we are increasing our sensibility by expanding and adding to our senses that which comes senses plus wisdom that comes from sensibility and experience. Have you ever seen something totally different from somebody else? Or seen a same place totally different because you had embraced a wider sensibility? You had embraced an open heart. You had connected and seeing not through your eyes, but through your heart, mind, eyes. When we go through a spiritual awakening, it's just as if the gravity that's pushing down on us has lessened and we fly open like this, which can happen for many reasons. It can happen through trauma, it can happen through an accident, it can happen and will happen through persistent, steady practice, holding ourselves in the highest light. Then it will happen smoothly, okay? Smoother with sensibility because we know where we're going and we're harnessing in our soul fragments and our energy to move forward. I had a vision that people were starting to pop awake, and it was popping popcorn. And we all pop popcorns at home, I hope, and still do, I hope, because it goes pop. Oh, here it goes. You think, here it goes, and you go pop, pop, and it goes pop, 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 and it goes brrrr, and that's the feeling I thought of, that it's going pop, pop, pop right now, and we are popping open, and with sensibility now, we have gone through or are going through deepenings. We're going through absorption, awakening, knowing. This is a small practice that we do here together twice a week. It's huge when it comes to the absorption of the remembering of our spiritual divine beingness. We are encouraging expansion today in our senses with sensibility, which includes time, history, emotions, DNA. So as we call upon the directions, we ask our DNA, our carbon rooted, ingrained in the membrane DNA, to open, to be more of light, more of crystalline essence, more gold, more diamond light, fire like, so that we can arise and see things in that more shimmering, sparkling essence of sensibility, of knowing, of remembrance. As we feel symptoms in our body with the senses, is there an immediate emotional reactivity to the old carbon reactions? Ow, I can't take it anymore. I want out. Ah, running, running, running. Pain, pain, pain. Ah, I know it's so overwhelming. Can we stop insensibility and hold it just for a little moment, calling in all the support that we can possibly think of at that moment? Come, be with me now. I'm courageously stopping myself and holding myself and being sensible. I'm allowing for the energy to pass through. Assist me, help me, nurture me, hold me, give me the opportunity to be with this and see through it as I go through that pain, like a threshold, a portal. I go through it. I open up. I see the sun blazing through the rain clouds. And I see that rainbow light. As the emotions inevitable will be stirred up, can we hold ourselves in gratitude for those emotions? Insensibility. Yes, you have permission to flip the lid. Yes, you do. You have permission to scream out in agony. Yes, you do. Do not hold it in. You can tap it out, but please, can we remind ourselves to ask your guardian angel, the archangels that can hold you and arc over you, any and all of the divine beings that are here to support you, your spiritual team. Hold me now. I am being sensible here. Can you lessen the pressure? Can you soften the sharpness? Can you cradle me as I take these 3 breaths now? Inhale, and I exhale, and as I exhale, I relax into the intensity of what's being brought forward at this moment. And I feel the light opening into wisdom. I take my second breath, inhale, and I expand more into it. Nothing to do, nothing to fix. Exhale. Show me something that I haven't seen before. Surprise me on a positive level, so I can hold myself in sensibility and wisdom. Thank you. I'm so grateful I managed to do this for 2 breaths. I will now engage my 3rd breath. I'm inhaling and I'm exhaling. Just for this moment, I am here. Just for this moment, I can remember that I can slow down time with these 3 breaths, that I can lessen the intensity just for a moment by asking for assistance. Maybe you're calling in Archangel Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. Master Magician Healer. Maybe you're calling in Archangel Michael, Michael, Michael. He holds us firmly. Maybe you're calling in Archangel Raphael, Gabriel, 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 who helps us with emotions. Archangel Uriel, 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 who grounds us into our body in an expanding way. From the heart of the Grand Central Sun, maybe you call in Archangel Metatron, 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 with all these incredible sacred geometries, rebalancing our electromagnetic field, our acoustic spectrum, so that we could maybe sense a little more with sensibility of the higher tones, the higher octaves. We came to this planet as a soul to experience and learn freedom and love, liberty and love. We came here to release judgment and uncling ourselves from the matrix of the conscious beliefs, the consciousness that has been ingrained in our essence, which is part of the program from a young age to now. And as we liberate ourselves into freedom, we do it with love, with assistance, without judgment, but so harmoniously we hold ourselves now, and we remember that each and every soul, including ourselves, has a unique perspective on life. Reminding ourselves that we are soaring through space in 220 miles per second. That's fast. That we are respecting our old norms, our old ways of being. We are respecting everybody else's timing, but we're illuminating, bringing into lightness, bringing into light that part of our being that we want to expand into in a new way. Today, there's a new opportunity. We do this by practicing in this way, by coming together, by allowing for self-acceptance in our aspects, by not rushing or contracting to our best of our ability, and reminding ourselves that we're aligning with the pearl of our authentic self-expression. And as we just give it a little moment to try, even though it might be totally messy, we are doing it. We are being it now. This is the way of building our newness, slowly, steady, building new communities, new structures of harmony, return to our simple divine duties. And as we serve ourselves, We serve humanity by simply carrying the torch of taking time to illuminate, to expand, to create this unified light. This is the way to set ourselves free, to come together, to accelerate this universal peace as we use this powerful solar Shakti, the light that we carry so sensibly inside of us. As we light up from the inside, the senses can feel it and assist us. We are the one who's holding the torch. We are the one who is taking action of at least holding neutrality, of at least being sensible and not judgmental. We liberate ourselves now from the enslavement of our past realities by holding ourselves sensibly in the light together, receiving service from the light beings, the guides, teachers, angels, masters around us, nature, the trees, the elementals of earth, water, fire, air, and spaciousness, our ether selves. We're balancing the divine masculine, our Sri Yantras, our brain halves. We're balancing our divine feminine, our left brain and right brain with the flower of life. These sacred geometries lay inside of us and they float and fly in the collective consciousness. And as we open ourselves up to these higher senses, it's like the 100th monkey effect. We are the pioneers, the torch holders, but not just for everyone else, but first and foremost for our own heart, our own absorption, our deepening, our awakening, our realization, realizing ourselves, realizing that everyone has a different reality. And we see things differently. We hear things through the filters. And these filters might be the new crystalline diamond white fire filters. And at times, the charcoal filters, the carbon filters asks us to take a look at that murky water. And so we stop again and again. Return to this space of holiness, of wholesomeness, of self-acceptance. And we stop and we breathe and we stretch and we ask and we come together and we see more clearly. We hear with deeper compassion and we expand our senses sensibly so that we can walk one more step today, so that we can blossom and receive and remember to hold our frequency, our prana, our Shakti solar fire so that we can resurrect into our unique soul fragrance. How are you feeling, beautiful soul friend? How are you breathing, my dear friend? Can we slow down time and tap into this deeper wisdom that is continuous and not flickering? The flame inside that is steady, that is your soul light, your yogi, your anchor. Command now and demand that you are the resurrection and the light of who you came here to be. And soften the edges around you, around me, so we can feel more deeply, so we can go in deeper through layers and layers and layers and find deepening awareness, depth absorption, and see the deeper layers of each moment in the now. There are at least 7 teachings in each and every part of each and every hieroglyph in Egypt, for example. If you see one thing, you have seen barely the surface. Let's treat ourselves like those Egyptian beautiful netters, the ones who could harness and dance with the forces of nature. They were dancing with their solar Shakti. Can we dance today with our solar Shakti and find harmony and peace through the sensual or sensory systems within us by moving the energy around us like a moving Merkaba field, like the plasma energy around you that holds you so that you can have a physical body. With the greatest gratitude, with this information absorbing in layers and layers and layers for a deeper absorption, awakening, realization, understanding, reminding ourselves that our perception is subjective. And how do you see yourself today? Can you trust and be sensical with your deepened sensibility now? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, thank you, thank you for opening yourself up to be aware and expanded today. Blessings, everybody. I thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed our meditation, and I hope that you stay up in this realized version, the sensible way, and hold your light bright today. And please feel free to join my meditation group. We meet twice a week. This is very, very wonderful. In this time, we meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday mornings at 7:30, a.m. and on Thursday at 7 p.m. So I'd love for you to join our group meditations and subscribe and like the video, and I don't give any medical advice. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.